Hello, welcome back everyone to another video for our Wednesday Champions League games. This one, we're looking at Dinamo Zagreb up against Borussia Dortmund. As Dortmund, they haven't had the best of seasons. I think it's fair to say they've had their ups, they've had their downs. Again, speaking about this competition, their home win against Celtic was an absolute belter. This time they're on the road, though, where, again, they have been up and down. They haven't been consistent. A few trappy spots along the way, as Kirk would say. But let's go to you, Kirk. What have you got in this one?
Yeah, this game's an absolute trap. Absolute trap. Dinamo played Bayern earlier, I'm pretty sure, and it was like 7-2 or something. Am I getting that right, or was that Red Star? No, it was
No, it
Dinamo,
was
right?
Dinamo Zagreb. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 7-2. So it was 2-0, 3-0 Bayern. Then it was 3-2. This Dinamo team can score goals, I'll tell you that much. And at home, in a pretty lively atmosphere, I could see them winning this game straight up. Dortmund are all over the place. So I'm going with both teams to score an over 2.5 at -130. I could see 2-1 either way here. So I'm definitely staying away from the sides. This is a certified trap from Mr. Kirk Stewart.
Sorry, I completely zoned out there. I thought Goran was leading these videos. Yeah. Look, for me, I'm taking Dortmund on the money line. It does seem trappy, but I just don't think I'd ever be able to forgive myself if Dortmund win this game easily at -141. It just feels like a spot where it'll be sitting on my mind for weeks to come, and I'll be taking Dortmund at this price against similar teams and end up losing money on it. So I'm going with Dortmund here, just to lean. But yeah, I completely understand. Dynamo Zagreb, their home form has been pretty good, and Champions League, you never know what can happen. What have you got in
Champions
this
League
one, Goran?
night in Zagreb. Oof. Oof. There are going to
I
be
mean,
no German fans allowed in there. There are going to
it's
be
probably like,
no
I don't know what
German
the weather's
fans
like in
allowed there.
Germany, but it's got to be freezing temperatures over in Zagreb right now, or very close. What have you got in this one, Goran?
I think you're looking at about 7 or 8 degrees tomorrow.
It's getting
Jeez.
colder. It's getting colder.
And honestly, look, I just can't go with Borussia Dortmund. I do understand that Dinamo Zagreb is missing few key players in that midfield, but they do have quality on the bench. They do have some depth. The only problem is that those are players who don't get a lot of minutes playing together, especially in the Champions League. Now, their form has been up and down lately. They are not really focused on the Croatian National League at all. They're getting draws, they're dropping points, and somehow they're still very close to the top of the table. But as far as the Champions League goes, this is a team that scored 10 goals in 4 games so far. They scored a couple against Bayern. They've beaten Slovan Bratislava 4-1 in the previous round. They've scored 2 goals against Monaco, if I'm not mistaken. And especially at home, I think this is going to be a tough game for Borussia Dortmund. We know that Dortmund, when playing at home, is a completely different team than when they're playing on their own. They lost their last 5 straight games on their own. So I honestly don't think that they shouldn't be this big of a favorite. It's -143. And I get it. It's Borussia Dortmund. They're playing in Bundesliga. They are top 10 teams in Europe probably, but I think this definitely feels like a trap. So I decided to stay away from sides, and I'm taking Dinamo Zagreb over 3.5 shots on target at -143. I think that's a fairly low line on a team that's gonna go for it at home.
Yeah, and with this new Champions League format, it is so close up the top. Zagreb currently in 16th on 7 points, and Dortmund are in 7th on 9 points. So you've got so many teams between them. And of course, the top 8 get that bye early, and it's starting to get to the end of the group stage now. So big 3 points for both teams. Zagreb certainly stay in comfortable position. Dortmund probably push themselves to top 4 with a win here, considering, Brest are playing Barcelona and so on. It's up to you guys to do the decision making now. If you want to take one of our free picks, go for it. But our best picks are over on the PickDawgz website in that premium section. So go and check that out. The link is in the description. Just to recap this one then, we've got myself taking Dortmund on the money line. You've got Kirk with the both teams to score and over 2.5. And then you've got Goran taking the Dinamo Zagreb over 3.5 shots on target. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day.